Hi everybody, and welcome to video 29, day 106 update video for my male chest liposuction gynecomastia surgery that I had back on November 8th, 2012. Next week will be my 4th month surgiversary for that. And I'm bringing you an update because I finally sensed sensation. Bottom line, I told you before I wouldn't come on here unless I knew anything further. What I'm going to tell you is, well, I'm going to show you. Hold on for just a second. All right. This right here is the muscle, which will never go away. So this side is a little bigger than this side because I always use my left arm for carrying everything. So this is a huge piece of muscle. Right around here is where I used to feel the numbness. Over here, whoops, over here and around. Now the numbness is right here. Okay, it's slightly numb, but I can feel this now. Before I didn't feel that at all. And if I press my fingers down here, I could feel where the numbness is. So it's right centered now. So it is dissipating. The same thing on this side. I was numb completely around here, all the way to the top. And again, I'm feeling sensation over here. So the sensation is coming back. Again, for those of you just following this journey, my videos are numbered, okay? So you could go back and check out all my numbered videos because they are my gynecomastia videos for the men out there watching this, because I made this for you in general, whether you had weight loss surgery or if you're just having liposuction, you know, to get rid of gynecomastia. I didn't have a major case of gynecomastia, but I was able to literally grab the skin, and if I bent over like this, it would hang. And that was more or less because I stretched out my skin from having so much excess weight. Now, all they did was went through the side and suctioned out the fat. My skin reattached itself right to the body, so I can't pinch an inch no more. There's nothing there to pinch. I can't do it except for that muscle. So I'm very happy about that. But I used to pinch over 4 inches, and I'm going to insert a picture now. Now that picture came off of a video because I never had before pictures of what I look like, because I didn't take those type of pictures. You know, I always like stretched my back so you wouldn't see it because it wasn't really noticeable, but it was there and it bothered me, and therefore it had to go. Just so you understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, that's how much skin and fat that I was able to actually pinch and grab onto. And that was entirely too much because when I walked, it shook, you know, and it's like, oh, that's very uncomfortable. So, or looking uncomfortable. So, 4 months later, here I am. To reiterate, it cost me $5,490. Yeah, $5,490 was the cost of my surgery. Insurance does not cover it. The only way insurance would cover the gynecomastia surgery is if you had cancer, okay, lymph nodes, and they took your chest off because of that. Other than that, no, that's cosmetic surgery, and insurance doesn't cover that. So therefore, I had to pay for it on my own. Thank God for credit cards. But yeah, if you're interested in learning more, I started this video because there weren't men on here, normal, everyday guys like myself, exposing the gynecomastia issue. When I researched it, all I came up with were videos of doctors and patients, and it was like, well, how am I going to believe them? You know, is it real or is it not? So therefore, I decided, just like my weight loss journey, to put it out there in order to help others. And I hope it's given you the insight that you're looking for. If you have any questions that I may be able to answer, contact me. You know, I'll answer them. You can contact me privately through YouTube. I have no issues with that at all. But yeah, it's taken this long for the sensation to come back. My doctor said that I wouldn't have a problem with the sensation coming back because no glands were cut. Like, if I had a fat cell behind the nipple area, they would have had to have cut that open and cut the fat out. That would have prolonged, if not stopped, the sensation from coming back. I didn't have that done because I didn't have a fat gland behind there. That's the major part of gynecomastia, where you have the fat gland behind the breast tissue, and that forms man boobs. My chest being over average was basically a part of the gynecomastia, but more because I was obese and it was all fat cells being stored through puberty. So by the time I was 12 going through puberty, I was already obese and my body was growing and forming. And that's what caused it. So it was never going to go away. A lot of people say, well, why didn't you just exercise, you know, tighten up your chest muscles? If I did that, they wouldn't have gotten any smaller. They would have gotten solid as far as muscle goes, but they would have still been big. So for those out there who think that you could exercise and tighten them up and they'll go away, if you're somebody like me that wants a flat chest, it's not going to happen. If you look at bodybuilders have big pectorals. Why? Or big pecs. Why? Because they take steroids, most of them. It's true, they take steroids to grow out their breast or chest. And then on top of it, they exercise, and that's what forms the big chest area. Some of them, it's been a proven fact, they suffered from gynecomastia. And in order to get around it, they exercised and trained their chest and started to become a bodybuilder, so it wasn't that noticeable. And they didn't take steroids to get the chest that big. So that's it in a nutshell. If you're a person like me who never exercised a day in their lives, and I don't plan on exercising for the rest of my life, you are thinking about having surgery, liposuction surgery. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't as bad as everybody thinks it is, because it was not painful at all. It still isn't. The numbness is just like, you feel like somebody's got their hand on you at all time, or something's wrapped around you. That's what the numbness feels like. It feels like somebody's got their, like when I put my hand here, that's what it feels like. The pressure, that's all it feels like. So yeah, I highly recommend it to anybody who's considering the procedure, and I suggest you to look into it, bottom line. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'm here to answer those questions if I can. Now remember, I am not a medical doctor. I am not anything other than me, a normal human being that had liposuction for gynecomastia surgery. All right, with that being said, thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day.